All right, YouTube, week 2, we have maximum gold to open with our sealed budget. This week, we're looking for staples and just anything that's going to rev up our deck at this point. I picked this up like a month and a half ago. Here we go, 4 packs. All right. Really awesome set. Maybe we'll get a Blue Eyes. So, Dark Lord Ixal, Dark Lord Contact, number 74 Master Blades. I remember this guy. Dragon Room format. Cyber Dragon Core. And Infinite Permanence. First pack. Let's go. So right away we got a really good hand trap for the deck. And Kitchen Dragon Maid. That was a cool, really cool reprint. Mind Control. That's a really good card. Trap Chicks Diana. Extra Foolish Burial. Transcode Talker. And a Stardust Charge Warrior. That's a really good one. And the next one, Chakanine. Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. I remember when this thing first came out. I think it was Galactic Overlord. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this thing literally looks like Batman, Transformer, and a Megazord all in one. And Coltwing. Awesome. Hype with Infernoble. Third pack. The Whitestone of Ancients. Oh, that was weird. It was right away. We got a Beatrice. Really cool. These are out of order. Barristatu's Stormwinds. Sheen Dupe. And Ghost Reaper. That's the original art. And Preparites. And another Mechafan Beast, Blue Impala. Last pack. So far, we've only really got the Imperm to use right now. But let's see. Union Scramble. Noble Knight Tristan. Oh, we got Infinity. Shout out to Ruggles, because he tried to pull this for a long time. Condemned Witch. Dolce Knights. And Appaloosa. That's really cool. It's the other artwork. I have the original one, but this is really sick. And Dark Lord Rebellion. So that's actually really cool. We got Imperm and Appaloosa. Alright, so now that we used our sealed budget for the week, it's time to do our collection buyouts. Starting things off, picking up a Monster Reborn down here, Called by the Grave. These are 2 really important power spells I have in the deck. Next, we take it to the extra deck, and we rev things up with Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Unicorn. For the Charmer Links, Area and Hida, the only 2 I own. Finish things off with the budget. We had like 40 cents left, so we threw in a Silent Honor Arc for our rank 4. Alright, cards are going to come from the deck. 1 Nefarious Archfiend, 3 was just too many. 1 Greater Nari Fire, so now we're running 1. The 3rd Golem. This card was really good week 1, but we don't need 3 anymore. And then both copies of Secret Village. 1 was in the main deck and 1 was in the side deck. And we're just going to cut it completely. So these will go on TCG Player. So thanks to our success in episode 1, we have an extra deck now. And here's the updated deck list heading into week 2. Of course, the 4 Familiar Possessed. 2 Nefarious Archfiend. 1 Greater Nari Fire. And we added the Wind Awakening the Possessed. It's really good. Non-targeting removal. Just return a card in the field. 3 Eater. It's the best monster we can special summon to go into Nefarious Archfiend. And then we added the Wind version because we added the Wind Awakening the Possessed and just 1 regular Nari Fire. 3 Luna still. Really good. Hand traps, 3 Veiler. 2 Golem instead of 3. And then we added the 1 Imperm we pulled from Maximum Gold. Spells are 3 Spirit Charmers. 3 Awakening of the Possessed, of course. 2 the field spells still, and a Terraforming. No more Secret Village. Called by Monster Reborn, 2 really good broken 1-ofs that we added from our collection this week. 1 Dark Ruler No More, still in there. The other 2 are in the side deck. Traps, of course, triple Possessed Partnerships, double Unpossessed, and 1 Solemn Warning still. Extra deck we have Area, Hida, Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Unicorn, the Appaloosa we pulled, and the Honor Arc, of course, our tokens. But that's our extra deck heading into week 2. And here's our side deck. Still rocking 3 Dankos, 3 Book of Eclipse, 3 Twin Twister. We cut the 1 from the main deck, and we're just going to side deck these 3. The other 2 Dark Ruler. The Regeki came out of the main deck as well. And then triple D Barrier. So that's our deck. Here we go. Let's get into the matches. Alright, match number 1, we're going up against Doom Marcher. And it's Trap Shaddolls. Unfortunately, we open up with 2 Awakening the Possessed in hand. So we set Possessed Partnerships and Normal Summon Elsa. That's our turn. He sets Windy, Torrential, Shadow Games, and Punishment. And we rip an Eater off the top. We special the little Wind guy out, then Eater, and proceed to get Torrential. He gets Windy's effect to bring out the Beast face down, and we get the Wind guy's effect to bring back Eater. Nothing to do, we pass it over. He draws Falco, flips up Beast, gets a lot of pluses here, draws 2, and we'll ditch the Squamata. And Squamata's gonna Foolish. And Shaddol Fusion. Attacks over Eater for 700. He sets another Shadow Games and sets the Headshot. Our turn. We rip Awakening, activate it. Use Possessed Partnerships to bring back Elsa, and we draw into an area, which isn't terrible, a normal area. I just try to beat over everything. So we get rid of his Beast. With the boost, we get over for 250, attacking the Hedgehog, and he adds El Shaddol off that. Pass it over, he draws down on Miscus, he sets Falco, and then activates Sinister Shadow Games, Sunday Core, adds back the Fusion, and he gets Falco to bring Beast back, activates Shaddol Fusion. For Winda, draws a Torrential, and Shadow Games sends the Dragon to pop our Awakening. Winda gets over also, taking 250, he sets another Torrential and a Dino-Miscus, and an El Shaddol. We draw Unpossessed, activate Possessed Partnerships and Grave Banish to get our Awakening back, and we set the Unpossessed. His turn he draws Punishment, goes right to battle, tries to get over area, we chain Unpossessed in battle. So we take 50 and then area summons at our win, and Awakening's gonna get us a draw. Draw to Eater, and he chains El Shaddol in battle phase with Windy and Winda to make Abkalone. Abkalone just negates our win. Adds back Shaddol Fusion from Winda in the grave and brings out Squamata. Abkalone gets over our win, we take 350. It's our turn, we top deck Reborn. So right away putting this card in, we're redrawing it at a crucial time. But it's not going to do much. Bring back Win, get a draw into Imperm. So right off the top, 2 really good cards we just put in the deck. Too bad Imperm does pretty much nothing against Shaddolls except kind of Abkalone, but we can't just activate it. So we summon Eater, and then we go into Nefariouser. Nefariouser Archfiend brings back Win, takes 100, and we get over the Squamata with Win. Set Imperm, pass. Draw Solemn Strike. Start of his turn, he activates Dino-Miscus, banishing Awakening, discarding Shaddol Fusion, and then Punishment, just breaking the board here. We do get Unpossessed from this. Of course, I forgot Nefariouser, adding a Spell Trap. But we bring back Hida, and we just get beaten over, and we take damage from Dino-Miscus as well. Draw in 2 hours, Grand Spiritual Art, we activate it, pass our turn, that's really all we can do. Take damage here, we're almost donezo, and we top deck Warning, and that's game 1. Heading into game 2, we definitely took out Imperm, open Spirit Charmers, discard Granary Fire to add area, and set Possessed Partnerships, normal area, set Unpossessed. His turn starts off with Shaddol Fusion, goes into Abkalone, dumps the Rest Shaddol Incarnation, and with Aerial banishes both of our cards. Goes to battle, Abkalone going to get over Water Babe, and we activate Unpossessed in battle. Takes 650, and Unpossessed going to get us a summon, bring out Win, sets Shadow Games, sets Torrential, and it's our turn. And we draw Luna. Start off with Possessed Partnerships to bring back area and pop Abkalone, so that dealt with it right away. And he had Schism, discarding Squamata to then Foolish a Dragon. Dragon gets rid of Unpossessed. So here we normal Luna, and we get Torrential again. Should have read that one, but we do get an ad from Luna. His turn, he draws Aerial, sets Aerial, activates Rest Shaddol, banishing itself and Abkalone, flips Aerial up, and brings back Abkalone. Abkalone gets in for 25. He sets Schism and passes. Our turn, we top deck Awakening, activate it, normal summon Luna Bay, draw, and then Chainlink 1, we get Luna Bay Search, Luna over the Aerial, and we set Unpossessed. For passing our turn, he draws Dino-Miscus, another really good trap. Schism start his turn. Banishes Dragon Squamana for Winda. Winda goes to get over Luna. We activate Luna. Put back Apgalone. Luna goes back to our hand and we take 22 to the face. But we remember Schism can't attack directly, so we gain that back. And he sets Dino-Mescus. I draw D-Barrier. Definitely wanted to see that turn 1. So we just go Luna and Awakening. We draw Grand Spiritual Art. And we set the D-Barrier. No targets for Luna on that search. So we've gone through every familiar possessed, and we have 1 Loot in Grave, 1 outfield, 1 in hand. So he draws evenly matched. We D-Barrier, and then Winda goes to get over Luna. We use Luna. Just sends 1 out of the grave. We normal Hida. Get a draw. Activate Unpossessed before going into battle. Fire Bay tries to go over Winda, but we get met with Dino-Mescus. Set another D-Barrier. Banish Possessed Partnerships to get another Unpossessed back. And he gives Sinister Shadow Games. Perfect setup. Brings out the Beast, any top deck's punishment. Draw phase, we go D-Barrier. Call Infusion, of course. And he just goes Beast. Draws 2. Into Ecclesia and Hedgehog. Ditches the Hedgehog. Gets Squamana. Normal Squamana, and that is definitely game. But he links into Selene. Selene brings back Hedgehog. And we see an access code. Access code gains 3k, and that's game. So first match, we take the L. In our second match here, we go up against a pretty interesting deck. It's like an Invoke variant with dragons in it and thunder. So it's like Invoke Thunder. We normal Luna, go first, get met with Ash. Set up Possessed Pass. He draws Chaos Creator. Starts with Meltdown. Grabs Alistair. Goes Allure. Draws 2. Banishes the Alistair, and then uses Thunder Dragon. Gets 2 more copies of the OG. Then goes Alistair to get Invocation, of course. Just normal place from here goes Almirage. Activates Invocation. Goes Thunder Dragon from hand and Alistair banished from grave from Kaba. Activates Invocation. Banishes 2 for the Chaos Creator. We have the Golem when he attacks with the Chaos Creator on Luna. Golem hits the board, but he negates and banishes with Makaba. Try to go Unpossessed. And Luna's effect, but he sends a Makaba, obviously. But we chained Unpossessed, so we're going to try to resolve that. And I get hit with Ash. Then he uses Chaos Creator to summon our Golem and makes the Gear Suit send Unpossessed. Pretty pro play right there. Nothing to do in normal area and try to get over. Get into the Almirage for 1850. His turn, he just goes with another Meltdown. New Valor. And he just attacks everything. We take all his damage. We're down to 800 hit points. And the top deck of Luna. Go Luna Search. He changes Makaba, and this game's over. Alright, heading into game 2, of course we go first again. We'll try to go first again in this game. Open up pretty good. Spirit Charmers, any Lancias, doesn't really do anything. Just telling them, doesn't do much. The only thing is doing it before we use Possessed Partnerships in the grave to reset a continuous spell or trap. That's the only thing Lancia will have an effect on our deck. Goes Dark. So we start with Awakening and Luna, getting us a search and then a draw. Draw Terraforming. Grab Itrin. Activate Itrin Pass. That allures into some good cards. Gold Sark too. Gotta play it, I mean, playing Thunder. Adds Hawk. Goes Gold Sark for Roar to summon Dark. And then Chaos Space. Summons Chaos Creator. Use Hawk to get Roar out. And we go Possessed Partnerships. Summon the area. And we go to pop Chaos Creator, and then he's asking me Ash it, can't, only somebody from grave. Normal's Ash, so we can make Alistair the Invoker of Madness, and we go Luna here, bounce that back. Go Stunner Dragon Fusion, and this is where it gets pretty interesting. He's going for Titan, obviously. Got a free Colossus. Still got a Secret First Step sitting in the binder. So here's Titan. So we do have a Spellcaster with 1500 defense. Itchrin is going to come into play here and negate that. Pretty damn good. Attacks over, take 1050 from Awakening. So we go Luna, get Asa. And to just do something cool and finally summon Greater Inari Fire with special Inari Fire to go into it and burn him for 32. So nice big bit of burn damage. And we reborn Luna so we can have that first turn. Attack over the dark. This turn he banishes his fusion to get duo. Someone's duo. Someone's White Dragon. There it's Roar. Uses Roar to put back Titan. Here he goes Titan, and we chain the Luna, but obviously just going to send it to negate it. We're pretty much just clobbered here. Breaks our board and goes into Invoker of Madness again. Adds black off white. Banishes 2 for Chaos Creator. Brings back Dark. Banishes for Black Dragon, and then makes Appaloosa. So we're in a really bad spot. There's pretty much nothing we can do here. On top of that, he summons Makaba. So that's a wrap. We go Field Spell to try to add Eater, and then we get negated by Makaba. So we go Luna, and that's a wrap. So we get clobbered. A lot of cool combos. Awesome seeing a crazy mash deck like that.